Hello and welcome to this video where I'm going to show you how to factorize quadratics when the leading coefficient, or a, is not equal to 1. There are many ways to do so, but I'm going to show you the easiest, in my opinion, on the following example. Let's say we have to factorize this 2x squared plus 11x plus 12. What I'm going to do here is to draw an X or a cross somewhere on the side, and then on top of this cross I will write a product of A and C. So basically I'll have to multiply the number next to x squared and just a number without any x or x squared. 2 times 12 is 24, and then at the bottom part of this cross I will just have to copy B, or the number next to x. In our case that's 11. Now, our goal is to think of two numbers that multiply to 24, this top part, and add up to 11, or the bottom part. As always, start thinking with the product. Let's say it's 3 times 8, and I'll check the sum. 3 plus 8, that is indeed 11. So now we got our two numbers, that is 3 and 8. What I'm going to do with these numbers is this. I'll put the double brackets and x in each. And then in each bracket, I'll put a number that we got previously, 3 and 8, divided by a, or in our case, it's 2. So 3 and 8 are the numbers that we guessed previously. And 2 is the number that is attached to x squared in our original quadratic expression. Now, our next step is to simplify each fraction if possible. Now, we cannot simplify 3 over 2, so just keep it as it is. But we can simplify 8 over 2, because 8 divided by 2 is just 4. So I'm going to write x plus 4. Now, our last step is to move the denominator of each fraction, if it's there, and put it in front of x. So our final answer is going to be 2x plus 3 multiplied by x plus 4. Now, let's quickly check if it works. I'm going to multiply 2x plus 3 by x plus 4. And I will get this. Now combine 8x and 3x. Let's check if this is the expression we started from. 2x squared plus 11x plus 12. Yes, indeed, it's the same expression, so yeah, we got it correctly. Okay, let's try a couple of more questions. So equation B is going to be 3x squared plus 10x plus 8. Again, draw a cross somewhere on the side. On top of the cross is a product of A and C, 3 times 8. That's 24. And then at the bottom, I'll just copy the number next to x. We'll have to guess the two numbers that multiply to get 24 and add up to 10. And if you think about it, the numbers are going to be 6 and 4. 6 times 4 is 24, and 6 plus 4 is 10. If you remember, our next step was to write the double brackets, x and x in each. Now, I'll have to write the numbers that we just guessed divided by a, which is the number next to x squared. My next step was to simplify each fraction. It is possible to divide 6 by 3 and get 2. And I can't simplify 4 over 3, so I'll just leave it as it is. And the last step was to move the denominator of the fraction in front of x. And that should be the answer. Now again, let's check it. Multiply back and see if I get the same expression as before. I got 3x squared plus 10x plus 8. Let's see if it's the same as before. Yes, it is. So, correct. Let's do a couple of more questions, something more difficult. Say question G. Again, cross on the side. On top, multiply a and c, so get minus 4. At the bottom, copy number next to x, so it's 3. Now guess the two numbers that multiply to get minus 4 and add up to 3. Now you have to be more careful here in this case because the product is negative, so that means one of the numbers must be negative and the other should be positive. So let's try and check 4 and negative 1. 4 times negative 1 is minus 4, and then 4 plus negative 1 is 3. So yes, the numbers are 4 and minus 1. Okay, now the two brackets. And I will put in brackets the numbers that I just guessed divided by a. Simplify each fraction if possible. I can divide 4 by 2 and get 2. And I can't simplify minus a half. And the last step before I get the answer is to move the denominator in front of x. Now let me do question K. Cross on the side. On top of the cross, I will have to multiply a and c. So that is 3 times negative 14. That's minus 42. And then copy number next to x at the bottom of the cross. Now, the guessing game. Guess the two numbers that multiply to get minus 42 and add up to 11. Let's go with 14 and negative 3. 14 times minus 3 would be minus 42. And then 14 plus negative 3 would be 11. So that works. Next step, double brackets. Now put the numbers that we just guessed divided by a. Simplify if possible. 3 divided by 3 is 1. And we cannot simplify 11 over 3. Last step, move the denominator in front of x. And we're done. And that was the last question that I wanted to show you. Please make sure that you practice this method and try to solve a couple of more questions from this exercise. I know there are just a few steps involved, so it might get a little bit confusing at the beginning, but it does get way much better with practice, and I do think that is the fastest method to factorize quadratics when the leading coefficient or the number next to x squared is bigger than 1.